your anticipation of the match? We start there, but I'll allow the media post initial question. Then
Sure.
everyone can just ask. Just
No
throw in,
problem.
guys, so that we move in quickly. Coach needs to start with the training. Okay. Thank you, Coach. Tomorrow you are facing Namibia. What is your anticipation of the match?
Difficult match, COVID atmosphere, and will be a tough match because Namibia is actually a team which improves since many years, and but they started this qualification campaign with 2 defeats, and they're a little bit with the back to the wall. And nevertheless, we analyzed them, we saw them where their strengths, we know the good players from South Africa where they're playing, and I think will be an exciting game, unfortunately without spectators.
Maybe from the training series that we've held in the last 2 days.
Yeah, look, our team is a bit complex, more complex. We have different groups on different areas in the world, so basically today is the first session where everybody is in a fit state available. 1 session, 1 hour before a game. You can conclude by yourself. Normally this is not enough, but we worked already in Uganda with the majority of these players together, so we can build on that. And of course, even if 1 or 2 are missing at the beginning, you can still do something. But it's very challenging. The calendar is packed up to the limit. It's unfortunate that this game is on Thursday. Tomorrow would have given us an additional day, but we take it as it is. We cannot anyway change it, so we can be complaining or not. It will change nothing, so we have to accept the situation and then do the best out of it.
Coach, you are missing a couple of important players, Tino Kadewere and Tawanda Chilewa, but you also welcome back 2 important players, Brendan Galloway as well as Captain Marvelous Nakamba. Can you speak a bit more into that?
Yeah, look, national team, it's very seldom that you have, even in a club environment, a football team, it's very seldom that you have all the players available in a healthy state. Injuries are unfortunately part of the game, so there will be always the one or other missing, or suspended by yellow cards, or a dip in its shape. We are all human beings, so a national team doesn't consist only of 11 or 15 players. If you would really extend the group very, very large, you have 25 players up to 30. Yeah? If you have a group like that where everybody is ready to come in a team within a short period of time and fulfill a role immediately, then you're on a right track. Yes, these players are missing. We cannot change. We have to accept it, and we are happy that we have quite a group where we can compensate on the different positions. Yeah? Like I said, we're happy if a player drops out, the next must be here and fulfill the role. And if he plays good, the other might maybe have to wait again to come in. That's part of the football competition. And sure is, if a player plays on a very high level for many years, that is already a proof of his quality. And we would, of course, be happy if we would have this quality here.
And Coach, how difficult is it to play in Namibia at such a time? Like you said, they've got their backs on the wall, and also Zimbabwe needs a win to make sure that they've destiny in their own hands.
Look, there's 2 games, 6 points at stake, and our target was that we have in November a possible qualification in our own hands. That we can decide our fate or determine our own fate. You can make now the calculation by yourself. Even if we would win 2 games, the group is not decided yet. Yeah? And even if you would have maybe only 2 points, the group might be also not decided yet. So we mustn't be, how can I say, overinterpret significance of a game. There's 6 points at stake. We want to have a positive record against them, that's for sure. But for them, it's clear if they do not start now collecting points, it will be difficult. Normally, it's a team which sits a little bit back, which is a very good counter-attacking or a transition football team. But they also will have to a little bit adjust to the circumstances now, and hopefully not just sit back and also play football, because at the end, yeah, it's difficult. But I anticipate a little bit similar like the Kenya game. They are also a team which is very tight in defense, sitting back, and when you drop high, then they overplay you with their fast runners up front. We must be there very alert, and we can anticipate that. I mean, you know the player by yourself. Their striking department are good players, and they're very fast players, and that we can anticipate already. No?
Coach, how much of a comfort to you now, knowing that your players play locally in South Africa, they play in South Africa, even though the host is not a South African national team? How much of an advantage for you as a coach, knowing what you have in your squad?
It's an advantage. I got to know the team in Uganda for the first time, and you get not only the player from a skill point of view, you also get to know the players from a personal point of view. And that is also very important. And I think it's very good that we have players from different parts of the world. Yeah, they bring all a certain special element in. But it is also clear, if you have a group like that, your logistical demands or your organizational demands are much, much higher. That means you need to arrange flights, very sensible. You need to look when they have the matches. Namibia, I think they are already 1.5 weeks in camp. Why? Because the league is not really playing, so the players are available. And the South African league finished last week. Only one player who was playing in the cup final. So they are actually they're already 1.5 weeks together. That's a huge advantage for a coach. I can only dream of such a situation. And for me, it is like we're almost playing a club team. A club team means they have automatic understanding in many aspects, and they were together also in the African Cup of Nations. So but it could be also a little bit and more predictable. But definitely they have an automatic understanding. They have trained many things where we cannot touch yet, for sure.
And lastly, Coach, how are you finding this group of players in Zimbabwe? Massively talented. How are you finding the group, what you've seen so far?
Yeah, football-wise, we have really good players. There's absolutely no doubt. We have. I think that was never a problem in Zimbabwe. You always had very talented players, and this group is definitely also from a football point of view, from a skill point of view, also really very strong. We have in all departments players. The players can play football. And we are happy. I think the pitch is in a quite decent state. That means because we want to play football. That was for us, I think, also in Uganda, very good that we had there very good conditions. It is clear you have to adjust when you come in an environment where the pitch is maybe waterlogged or maybe very bumpy. Then you have to adjust also your way of playing. Maybe also some players. You cannot. You have to respect that. But I think we just arrived here, and it looked. First steps I had on it quite decent, the pitch, and that shouldn't be an excuse. So, a football player wants to play on a good pitch.
Coach Nis, thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.